rose garden, and here's a little update. This is the rose that I bought from Amazon in the spring. This is a rose bush. I think it's a variegated, just a regular rose bush. Here is starting to get some new foliage on there, so I'm hoping we get some blooms soon. This is Aunt Vicky's knockout right here. It's got lots of pretty flowers, and it's taller than all the other rose bushes out here. And then over there, which we're going to come up to, is that tropical hibiscus. Let's go around. Right here, we got a bloom right there on the corner. It's supposed to be pink tropical hibiscus. And then here is the Rose of Sharon. She just had 2 more blooms come out, and she's making more. So she's happy camper right here on the corner of the gate. And then looking back over the rose garden, we got plenty of room in here for some more roses. If we get some this season, that's where they'll go. We're on the trellising side of things now. All of my little cucumbers and whatnot that need a trellis are on this fence along the side of the yard. These are the lemon cucumbers that I grew from seed. There's 2 pots of those. Hopefully they'll do something. And then this is a bucket of yellow potatoes, the little small ones. This is regular cucumbers that I grew from seed. There's 3 buckets of those. Really hoping to do something with them. And then this is my beanstalk. Not sure why the leaves look like that. If y'all have any ideas, let me know. But we're growing quite a few beans on here. Little tiny baby ones in there, and bigger ones. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's looking wilty like that, but any suggestions on what I could do with that, let me know. We're going under the canopy. This is Charlie's progress. Charlie's getting big. He's growing all kinds of new leaves in there. Getting back to his old self. That winter freezes we had really got him this year, but he is thriving. Then in the greenhouse, we're just about wrapping up the greenhouse for the summer season. Everything, I pulled all those. Those were supposed to be some zinnias that never came up so far. And then parsley also, we didn't get that up. So there's a few peppers and squash in there. Look like they're trying to come up, but I'm not sure how they'll do. We're just gonna keep an eye on them. And then here we got a couple things we need to plant out. Some sunflowers, and then this long one right here, that's a morning glory that we're gonna put on the fence. And then on this side, there's an ivy, and then I'm rooting up some sweet potato bushes here so I can do my second round. I got a bed in the garden that's gonna come up here in the next 30 days, and then these guys are gonna go down. And then here's some elephant ears over here that's gonna go out by the road when we put in our giant flower beds. We're in the main garden area in front of the house here. This is what our strawberry patches are looking like. And then we got some radishes down here on the bottom that I planted in, and there's some baby ones that I put. It's just coming up also. That's what that strawberry patch is looking like. Then we got some lilies, some canna lilies, and mystery plant. If you know what that is, let me know. And over here in the front garden, we got some rosemary, some turnips, That's going bananas. And over here, I think that's a bean they're growing. I think that's a bean too. So give me your thoughts on that if you think those are beans. And then I planted a bunch of stuff over here because every time I planted something, nothing would come up. So these are mystery seeds. Little lily that I replanted a couple days ago. This is my banana tree. It's gonna go around the corner on the other side of the yard in the ground here before too much longer. So for right now, he's in the main garden, just getting watered real good and soaking up the sun. Some more. I think these are candy stripers, if I'm not mistaken. Those are going to go in one of the beds that we're going to put in later on in the year. And then these are some sunflowers that I grew from seed. They're finally starting to take off, which I'm super excited about that because I've tried to grow them all season, and these are the first ones that I actually transplanted that have thrived. So that's amazing. Here's my kale. It got a real good haircut a couple days ago, so it's starting to come back out now. But this is some really good greens. You put it in a crock pot with some cabbage and some lemon juice and some seasonings. It comes out so good. The best greens I ever made came out of this garden right here. And then back here is my sweet potatoes. They're starting to you know, do their little thing where they're starting to die back just a little bit. We got about 30 to 45 days left on these before their harvest. So this is where those new plants that I'm growing in under the canopy, this is where they're going to go. When these come out, the new ones will come in. So this is peppers, mystery variety from Jen. Don't know what they are. Don't know what this is, but it's pretty. Any ideas, let me know. And then that's supposed to be a basil plant right there in the middle. He's just starting to grow a little bit. And then this is the giant 6 foot tall tomatoes. There's 3 in here. Also mystery plants from Aunt Jan. There's some good sized tomatoes growing in here. You can see them. And then there's one over there in the back. And then this one's on a different tree. So that one's on the middle tree there. These are all on the end tree. And then this one here is growing on the front one. So I think this is a different variety than these. But if you know anything different, let me know. But yeah, they're taller than me, and I'm 5'8", so they're a good 6 foot tall there. This is our wildflower patch, and I'm not sure what any of this is because it was just a pack of random seeds that we threw out. Some of it's weeds, I know, but we're just trying to let it grow and see what it will do. And then the lilies, and then this is a table plant that Jen sent us, and it was real tiny when we got it, and now it's a monster. This is my Texas petunias, but what the heck is all this? Any ideas about that? Let me know.